My dear, do you sense it? There's something strong in your heart that has been trying to reach out to you since last night. There's a flutter in your chest, a feeling that has made it hard for you to sleep. You're not just imagining things. It was the voice of heaven calling you gently at first, but now it feels urgent. Archangel Michael says, this is your final opportunity to hear something important that you were never meant to find out. A terrible agreement has been made behind your back, and it relates to your future. This isn't just a falsehood. It's much more serious, and it comes from the spiritual realm, which is dangerous. Now it also involves someone very dear to you. God is upset, but not with you. He is upset with your daughter. You need to understand this before it's too late. Heaven is in turmoil because a vital decision has been postponed for 3 days straight, waiting and asking you to take notice at this exact moment. Archangel Michael says, your name was mentioned 3 times in a secret conversation in heaven. Yes, your name, not someone else's. They waited a long time, but now the time is up. If you ignore this message, you might miss out on a blessing meant for you. You could lose something that was already destined for you and may go to another. Do you think this is just luck? Do you believe you got here by chance? My dear, heaven doesn't work that way. It arranges meaningful meetings. The angels are observing you right now, waiting to see if you will keep going or if your spirit will awaken and pay attention. What was once whispered in silence now needs to be expressed with urgent importance. Archangel Michael couldn't share this with you himself, but he pleaded with God. He cried and begged for you, even knelt down for your sake. God responded, if she notices this today, I'll reveal everything to her. But if she ignores it again, consequences will follow. This is not meant to frighten you. It's meant to help you. A deal has been struck, and it's a terrible one. Look, someone is trying to trade your happiness for their benefit. A secret decision has been made by someone you once trusted, and it has everything to do with your daughter. God is not merely upset. He's deeply hurt. He wants to show you what she has done, not to shame her, but to prepare you. Because what's ahead will not only impact your home, but it will also touch your spirit. Michael says you shouldn't have to find out like this, but heaven is tired of being ignored. Listen, my dear. Before I share more, take a moment to stop and focus. If your heart is still racing, if your chest feels tight, if your eyes are suddenly moist, that's your sign. Don't put this off. Don't believe you'll handle it later. There won't be a later. Heaven has planned for you to receive this message right now, not any later. I need to ask you something, shining light. If you think this message is meant for you, write down, I am ready, Miguel. That shows heaven that you understand what's happening. I want you to sign up right away. Not just because I asked you to, but because heaven has more to share with you. You won't hear what comes next if you decide to leave. You are called, dear one. This is only the start. Sign up and write, I trust. You won't realize how much this small act of faith can change things in a way you can't see. Now take a deep breath, because what I'm about to tell you will surprise you. It began 6 days ago. A woman linked to your daughter made a spiritual deal without your knowledge. She did it in anger, using your name. Your home was mentioned, and your peace was affected. And she did it happily. She thought no one in heaven was paying attention, but Archangel Michael was watching. His sword ignited because of what he witnessed. This woman is familiar to you. She has been around for years. You trusted her, and your daughter confided in her. But they were unaware that heaven remembers every word, every message, every intention. And there's something even worse. God isn't angry without a reason. He is upset because your daughter is being influenced by dark forces, pretending to be protective. She thinks she's keeping you safe, but truly she's destroying something sacred. She is being tricked and controlled. Miguel says, if you don't find out the full truth by tonight, it might be too late to fix what's broken. A door will shut, and the blessing God has for you might be postponed or even worse, given to someone else. Not because God is mean, but because heaven can't support what you won't accept. I understand this is painful. I know you'd prefer to think everything is okay. But heaven says the truth won't gently knock anymore. It will come in, whether you're ready or not. The truth is, your daughter is being looked after by two different powers. One wants her safe. The other wants to spiritually harm her. You can't wait to see what happens anymore. You need to act quickly, and taking action starts with understanding. Miguel has more to tell you. Your future is in danger. This message is deeper than it seems, but only if you're truly open to it. Are you prepared? Then keep reading, because what comes next will reveal what's hidden in your home and why God says this can't wait any longer. There's something concealed in your house. It isn't a physical item or a piece of paper, but rather a kind of energy. An agreement was made without you knowing, and this energy lurks quietly, waiting for the right moment to cause harm. And this is the hardest part. Your daughter is aware of it. She might not know everything, but she understands that something feels off. She can sense a warning in her heart. But she is ignoring that feeling. By doing this, she is also ignoring important warnings. Miguel says, the woman behind all this has had jealousy towards your family for many years. She acted friendly around you, gave your daughter hugs, and said she sees her as a sister, but inside, she was bitter. Behind your back, she made a shocking agreement using your name. It was a trick, a deception. She presented it to your daughter as if it were safety or a blessing. But in truth, it is a curse hidden as a gift. She promised to prevent your success in return for her benefits. And now the energy of that agreement has entered your home. God says that the reason you have felt strange recently, the heaviness, the confusion, and the sudden irritations, is because something has been set in motion. You are not imagining things. Your spirit is picking up on things your eyes cannot see. You have noticed the tension, the change in conversations, and how some people act differently when you walk in. This isn't just in your mind. It is a spiritual battle. Michael says that if you open your heart now, he will reveal to you who is involved in this and what they are planning next. But first, there's something you must do. Archangel Michael is asking you to reclaim your spiritual power. Yes, you. Even if you feel worn out or hurt, you are stronger than you believe. The deal made behind your back can be undone, but only by the person whose name was involved in it. And that person is you. Heaven is waiting for you to speak up, waiting for your choice, waiting for you to wake up. Michael says, my dear, don't let your silence mean you give up. Before moving on, write in the comments, no evil can harm me because I am protected by the angel's light. This will safeguard your energy with the strength of the angels and stop any darkness from coming close. Now, follow my lead. Now let's discuss the most serious part, the part that even your daughter doesn't completely understand. The woman who set up the agreement without your knowledge is not acting alone. She is being influenced by someone else, an older man who seems wise, but is spiritually harmful. He has helped other families in the past. He picked yours because he felt you have a special talent. Yes, you do have one. There is a special blessing in your family line. This man wants to stop that blessing before it becomes strong. That's why the attack is not random. It is aimed, thoughtful, and planned. And here's the mysterious part. The attack happened because your good fortune is really close. It's closer than ever. If there wasn't something good coming, the enemy wouldn't be working so hard against you. But something big is about to happen for you. It will touch your money, spirit, and feelings. This is why the attack feels so severe. Because your miracle is on the way, and they know that. But God is still holding back, waiting for you to wake up completely. Miguel shared that your name was talked about again last night in another place. Not in heaven, but by a man and a woman during a private chat. They mentioned your daughter too, but they are not discussing your blessing this time. They are planning ways to block, move, or delay it. They think you are unaware. They think you won't notice. But heaven says, today is the day you wake up. Before we talk about what your daughter is hiding, Please try not to judge her. God's anger is not about punishing. It's about keeping her safe. He sees that she is torn inside. He knows part of her still wants to protect you, but her silence is making things worse. If she doesn't speak out soon, it might cause lasting harm. You need to be the one to uncover the truth. This starts right now. Say this quietly. Miguel, I allow you to reveal everything. I won't run away. I am ready. Did you notice a shift? It wasn't just in your mind. It was your spirit awakening. It was the breath of heaven flowing through you. Now Miguel is ready to show you what's next. In 3 days, there will be a conversation, an invitation, or maybe a meeting. Something will feel off about it. The timing will feel forced. Someone will be overly polite, and a woman will be watching you carefully, as if she's checking to see if you know what's going on. When this happens, you will remember this message. You will recall these words. Miguel says, don't react. Just watch. Let heaven guide you. Because at that moment, what they were trying to hide will start to come out. And your daughter will finally start to understand. But that will only happen if you stand strong in your truth now. Before we move on, take a brief moment to breathe. Then subscribe if you haven't done so already. Not because you were told to, but because your spirit is confirming that this message is for you. And I assure you, if you think this part is powerful, just wait until you find out what occurs on the 3rd day. So pay attention, dear one, as time keeps moving. Archangel Michael says that the next part might bring up strong feelings. That's perfectly fine. If you need to cry, let it happen. Those tears are important. They help with healing. What you are about to learn will connect all the odd things that have happened over the last few weeks. The strange actions, the sudden shifts in your daughter's mood, the quietness, the guilt visible in her eyes, the doors that shut unexpectedly, the calls she ignored when you were around, and the time she went off to chat softly. All of this was building up to this point. The man I mentioned earlier, who is guiding the woman, claims to be a healer or a spiritual assistant. But God sees through his facade. He is not a healer. He is a manipulator. He convinced your daughter that her energy was the reason her life was stuck. He made her believe that her prayers, dreams, and spiritual safety were no longer useful. And that to move ahead, she had to break away from her own energy. That was the falsehood that was planted. And the woman next to her was encouraging this idea. But the real truth is that her daughter's miracle is connected to her presence, not prevented by it. Her love has protected her, and her words, whether gentle or tough, have served as her shield. And heaven has been trying to reach out to her, but she was listening to the wrong voice. In a moment of vulnerability, she agreed to something that hurt God's heart, a ritual, a promise. She didn't realize it was significant. She thought it was just symbolic. But spiritually, it gave permission to take away something that belonged to her. And now Miguel says this needs to be reversed. Before I tell you what happened that night, remember this. God isn't here to punish you. He wants to protect you and your daughter. This message isn't meant to frighten you. It's meant to bring light to where darkness has lingered for too long. Now take another deep breath. This happened 2 weeks ago, in the early morning hours. Your daughter was in a room with the woman and 2 other people that had a spiritual vibe. Candles were lit, incense was burning, and soft music was playing. The man joined them through video. And in that setting, they did something in your daughter's name. They asked her to say words out loud, a declaration of freedom, and she spoke. She didn't fully grasp what she was saying. She didn't feel any threat. That's how darkness behaves. It disguises itself as light. But Miguel was watching. And the moment she voiced those words, a spiritual shift occurred. A connection was loosened. And that's when you began to feel off. Your sleep changed. You felt weaker. You started having dreams that were confusing, with faces that seemed unfamiliar. It wasn't only because of stress. It was because a spiritual connection was being messed with. But the good news is, it's not too late. That's why you received this message at the right time, because what was said about you can be changed by you. You have power, and Michael is here to assist you with this. Say this now. I cancel any agreement made in my name without my consent. I refuse every negative word spoken against me. I declare that nothing created to harm me will succeed. One, choose healing and restoration right now. You might feel a rush of warmth or coolness, or even shed some tears. This is the start of change. This is the spiritual world responding to your command. Now Michael has something important to tell you about your daughter that she doesn't know yet. The woman she trusts has been taking your personal things. Photos, important dates, even items from your home or their copies. She took one special item, something important, and gave it to a man as a sign. That sign was used in a significant act of transfer. That's why heaven is upset. Because the spiritual protection around your home has been challenged. If you don't strengthen it now, the trouble will keep going. Michael is ready to protect your house, but he can only come where he is invited. So if you are truly ready, say this softly. Archangel Michael, come into my home, take back what is mine. Protect my family, reveal what is hidden, break what is wrong. Yes, something has shifted again. You can sense it in your skin, in your chest, in your breath. Now, dear one, heaven is about to show you what will happen on the third day. 3 days after you finish reading this, your daughter will get an offer, a chance, a strange deal, or a promise of money. It will seem perfect, but it will have a hidden condition. Forget the past. That past is you. They want you out of the way. Not because they hate you, but because your spirit is too strong, your prayers are too effective, and you notice too much. They are afraid you will find everything out. But Michael says you have already figured it out. That's why you need to be ready on that day. Because your daughter will need you to be strong. Not in anger or shame, but in truth. You will look into her eyes and say the words that heaven will give you then. She will break down, she will cry, she will understand, and she will come back to you. But if you ignore this message now, the chance for that moment may slip away. And if you feel connected to this message and want to help it reach others who are really struggling, just click on "Thank you very much." This little action helps keep alive the mission of bringing hope to those who feel hopeless. Huge thanks. So let me check in with you again, dear friend. Are you still with me? Are you still reading this? That shows your heart knows this is something special. That means you are chosen. This message is meant for you. You might be wondering, why am I the one? Why did heaven pick me to share this truth? The answer is simple. Because you are strong, a protector, and your prayers reach up to the heavens louder than the enemy's sneaky words. Heaven sees all your tears, every one of them. Michael wants to remind you of something important. You have not failed as a mother. You are not overlooked. You are right on schedule. The agreement made behind your back is starting to fall apart. The enemy's plans are starting to spill. Soon, your daughter will recognize who they really are, and she will be grateful to you. But right now, Michael is still keeping an eye on the home, watching over the woman and the man. They have no idea that the light is coming for them, but it is coming, and nothing can stop it now. Let's go deeper, dear one, into the sacred mystery. Because Archangel Michael says that the next few moments are crucial. He says that this part of the message was kept secret until you read everything else first. Now that you've finished it, heaven is ready to reveal something that has been hidden from you since the start. There's a spiritual tool being made just for you. Yes, you. Made by angels, strengthened by truth, and filled with a light that can't be harmed by any curse, lie, or fake energy. And this tool isn't something you hold in your hands. It's something you express with your voice. Your voice is more powerful than you ever realized. When you pray, the heavens feel it. When you talk, the winds change direction. You might not always notice it, but Archangel Michael is aware. Every time you whispered a protective thought for your family, even if they didn't hear you, Michael took note of it. And now those words are coming back with great strength. But here's a secret most people don't know. The spiritual world reacts to sound. Darkness moves silently, but light shines through spoken words. That's why Michael is talking. Your strength isn't in your actions, but in your words. The only way to change what has been said about you is to speak something stronger in its place. Heaven has given you the exact words to speak. These aren't just any words. They are special phrases that have divine meaning, like what angels call spiritual codes. As soon as you say them out loud, the bonds holding you down will start to loosen. Here they are. Speak as if you're talking through time. By God's power, I take back my future. Every deal made in the dark is shattered by the light. I undo every unkind word, promise, ritual, and curse made without my knowledge. I wrap my daughter in God's protection and say, our home is for God. No spirit, energy, or being can break what heaven has united. So it is. Amen. You just made something happen. Right now, as you said those words, Archangel Michael is moving through your home. You might notice the air feeling different, maybe cooler, calmer, or heavier for a little while. This is because anything that doesn't belong has to show itself before it can be taken away. He is checking your home right now. Every corner, every closet, every memory, and every energy linked to that deal. Michael was waiting for you to give him permission because spiritual rules state that angels can't remove what we accept without saying anything. But now that you have spoken, he can come in. Now let's discuss your daughter's angel. Her angel has been quiet for a long time. Not gone, just silent. Your daughter stopped listening. She filled her mind with false comforts, with the voice of that woman and the empty words of the man. But deep inside, her angel was there, waiting, sad and full of hope. Now her angel is ready to talk again. But it will only be through you. Because you, dear one, are the connection. The message from her angel is, she is not lost. She is just a bit confused. Your love is the last light she remembers. That light, your love, is what the enemy tried to hide. This is why the agreement was made. Because the enemy can't destroy your love. He can only distract her from recognizing it. But that is about to change. Miguel says that within 72 hours of sending this message, something will take place. A call, a text, a special moment. Your daughter might say something small, but underneath it will be a call for help. She might not use those exact words, but your heart will understand. When that moment happens, don't react with pain. Respond with presence. Don't say, I told you so. Instead say, I've been waiting for you, and so has heaven. That moment will mark the start of her journey back to you. Yes, she will come back, not just in body, but also in spirit and emotions. With a heart that can finally hear what heaven has been saying all along. When she does return, she will share what happened. She will cut ties with the woman and the man. And she will ask for your forgiveness. Not because she did something wrong, but because she lost sight of who you truly are. And now, here's what heaven wants you to get ready for. Once your daughter comes back, your entire home will come back to life. You'll feel peaceful and happy again, and your money situation will also improve. Yes, dear one, there was a hold on your money flow because of that bad agreement. But now that it's been fixed, the angels are making things happen for you. Michael says, a big blessing is being set up. When it does come, it will surprise you. It could arrive through someone you know, a new business idea, a government help, a decision from court, or even money you didn't know you had. But it will come quickly and with proof. You will know it's from God because it will happen right after your daughter is back. Don't chase after it. Just get ready. And if this message really means something to you, remember, helping this mission is also a way to show love. If you feel it in your heart, click on Thank you very much so that more people can receive these saving, welcoming, and awakening messages. Now, dear one, the last part of this message is something heaven was unsure about sharing with you. But Michael said, she is ready. You need to hear this. The woman who made that agreement behind your back is also being watched from above. Her name is written in the book of mercy, but she is close to facing judgment. She has one last chance to change her mind. If she doesn't back down, heaven will take her away quietly and peacefully. She will no longer be able to affect your life, your daughter, or your home. Her time is almost over. As for the man, he will be revealed. Not by you, but by someone he trusted. A message, a slip-up, or a leak. Something will come out that shows who he really is. And many others will realize they have been fooled too. Miguel says it will be a moment of divine fairness, and you will see it happen. When it does, you will smile. Not because of revenge, but out of relief. Because heaven always makes sure justice is served. This is your time now. You made it through, and heaven is cheering for you. Yes, you. Most people would have given up, but you kept going, you listened, and you believed. So now your reward is starting. But let me share something personal that heaven whispered. God didn't bring you here just to give you a warning. He brought you here to awaken you. Because you are not who others think you are. You are a spiritual fighter, a light for your family, the one chosen long ago to change the cycle. That's why the attack was so strong. That's why people were talking about you. That's why the plan was so secret and carefully made. Because the enemy doesn't waste energy on someone who isn't a threat to darkness. You are a force against darkness. When you shed tears, angels come together. When you ask for help, heaven takes action. When you talk, honesty breaks apart lies. And when you have faith, wonders come down like rain. That's why Archangel Michael says, remind her of her true self. Remind her of what she holds inside. Remind her that this message is not meant to scare, but to inspire. You have been moving through life as if you were waiting for someone to give you the go-ahead. But heaven granted you the go-ahead the moment your spirit agreed to it. Your surroundings are starting to shift. Now things are happening that you can't see. Chains are breaking that you weren't even aware of. Hidden talks are coming to light. And safety is coming to areas where you felt most exposed. Miguel wants you to watch closely over the upcoming week. During these 7 days, you will notice signs, real signs. You might see repeated numbers, vivid dreams, bright flashes of light, names showing up out of nowhere, or calls from people you almost forgot about. Also, a message, maybe even a voice or a dream, will come straight from your daughter's angel. When that occurs, make sure to write it down. Keep a record of it, because that will be the moment her spirit starts to come back home. And I want to share this with you absolutely. Your daughter will return improved. This change is not just for you, but for her own benefit. She will heal. She might cry in your arms, and one evening she will look at you and say, I can't believe I didn't see it before. You were always there to support me. That moment is approaching. You need to have faith in it. As you wait for this special reunion, Archangel Michael encourages you to get your home ready as if it has already occurred. Light a candle for her, set a place at the table, and lovingly say her name again. Focus on victory, not worry or fear. Talk about her as if she's already safe, because in heaven's eyes she is. Now, dear one, I have one more secret to share. There is a special message written in heaven just for you. Michael says, this message has been kept safe since you were born and has just recently been revealed. Why? Because you are starting a new journey in your life. One that is not about suffering, but about finding your purpose. You are not just here to get through this difficult time. You are here to answer a higher calling. People are waiting to hear your experiences. People who will heal because you have healed. There are those who are close to breaking down, but your words will help them stand strong again. That's why everything happening with your daughter isn't only about her. It sets off a chain reaction of healing for your entire family. You are the beginning of this healing process. Archangel Michael says that in the next 21 days, your mind will start to clear up. Ideas will pop up like light bulbs turning on. You will begin to remember dreams, recognize faces, and feel energy before she walks in the room. This isn't just make-believe, it's your spiritual sight coming back. So make sure to use it. Speak what you see, trust what you feel, and pray about what you hear. And remember that you are never on your own. Even right now, as you are reading this, angels are surrounding you. They are not just symbols, they are truly here. They are watching over you, protecting you, touching your shoulders, and giving you courage. Michael is among them. And tonight, as you lay down to sleep, I want you to say these words before you drift off. Michael, protect my home. Keep my daughter safe, even from her own choices. Watch over the doors, seal the windows. Don't allow any energy that isn't from God. Surround my room and keep me wrapped in divine fire. Place your sword at my door. Let no darkness remain that can't endure the light. I trust you, and I will not be afraid. Amen. The moment you say this, heaven will respond. You might feel warmth or a refreshing chill. Some of you will dream tonight. Dreams that are lively and powerful, revealing truths. Don't overlook this. Don't let it go by without notice. Jot it down because what starts as a dream can guide you in life. Before I finish this message, I want to emphasize something. You were meant to hear this. You didn't just scroll down for nothing. You didn't randomly stay until the end. You were meant to be in this moment. And now the universe confirms that you are prepared. If this message resonated with you, type below, Michael, I am prepared. I accept my purpose. I take back my peace, and I have faith. Miguel says, this last part isn't just an ending. It is the key to change, the kind that can transform your whole life. If you're still reading, it means your spirit has already passed a threshold that many never experience. That threshold is where the divine presence becomes clear. Let me explain what is happening in the spiritual world right now. Your name is glowing. Yes, glowing on a special scroll that was dust-covered and waiting to be activated. At this very moment, your name is being rewritten in the book of heavenly warriors. You are not just a believer anymore. You are a chosen defender, a spiritual protector. The reason your enemy tried to catch you off guard with a surprising situation is that they sensed what you are about to receive. You are about to gain a power that makes darkness shiver. Not everyone will grasp this. Not even your daughter right away. But as you embrace your full spiritual strength, people will react either by coming closer in wonder or pulling away in fear of what you possess. That reaction is not yours to worry about. It is your confirmation. When the divine becomes loud within you, everything false around you will also become loud. Now Archangel Michael says that there's one final thing left, the hidden letter. The one nobody talked about. The one a family member never mentioned existed. But the universe knows everything. And that letter, dear one, is very real. It holds a message that you weren't supposed to uncover. A relative, someone who has passed away, wrote it with a heavy heart. It reveals a truth about your daughter's history, something she's never known. A truth that has affected how she views you, how she views herself, and how she ended up with the people who misled her journey. Miguel says this letter is still out there. It could be tucked away in an old box in the attic or behind a photo frame. Ask God to help direct your search, and ask Miguel to guide your spirit. You'll know when you're getting close. When you do find it, you will cry, not from hurt, but from understanding. Because in that moment, everything will finally come together. The delays, the confusion, the distance between you and your daughter, all stemming from that hidden truth. And once you read this, your healing will start like a huge wave. Now Michael wants you to grasp something important about your daughter. She is not weak or damaged. She is just in a dark place that has made her forget her own brightness. But you are the light that keeps shining for her. Even if she pulls away again, even if she doubts or gets angry or tries to keep her distance, don't stop shining your light. Because her spirit is watching you, even when she doesn't say anything. Soon, she will remember who you truly are. On that day, she will say, "Mom, I recognize the truth. I felt it before I understood it, and your love was louder than all the lies they told me." Then she will hug you like she used to when she was little. She will come back to you, this time with her heart open, and you will feel complete again. But that's not all that's coming back to you. Your miracle, which was paused because of the situation, is coming back quicker than you thought. God may have delayed it, but He never denied it. He just needed you to see things first. He wanted you to be whole before giving you blessings, and now you are prepared. Miguel is getting ready to bring you a turnaround in an area you believed was finished. It could be a debt that gets wiped away, someone offering forgiveness that you never expected, a home, a job, a special financial opportunity, or even an emotional or physical healing that starts out of nowhere. It will be quick, it will be loud, it will be undeniable. Before it arrives, heaven wants one last thing, your complete letting go. Not in a way that means giving up, but in a way that means really letting go and saying, "God, take what I have and use it for your plans." Say this now quietly, even just once. I give my time to God. I give my daughter to God. I give up control. And I choose to go with the flow instead of forcing things to happen. Can you feel the relief? That's where miracles begin, my dear. Now pay close attention to this last message. Tonight, after you read this, Miguel will come to you. You might not see him, but he will be there with you. He might send you a sign. It could be a feather, a flash of light, a certain number, or a sudden sense of calm. That will be your sign of confirmation. When he comes, you don't have to say anything perfect. Just say quietly, "Thank you, I heard you. I'm prepared." Then close your eyes and relax. Because for the first time in a long time, heaven is right at your door. And this time, it's here to stay. And if this message has touched you so far, and you want to share it with others who are also struggling, just click on "Thank you so much." This simple action helps keep our goal of bringing hope to those who feel lost. Thank you very much. If you're still with me, write down, "I've completed this and I trust my miracle is on its way." Let the angels notice your brightness. And remember to subscribe because there's more coming soon. It will tell you what your daughter's future partner is experiencing right now, and why heaven wants you to pray for him before they meet. But before I say farewell, I want you to understand something. This is not just the end of a message. It's the start of a new spiritual family. If you've reached this point, you're now a part of something important. A group of awakened souls who know that love is stronger than any falsehood. In the comments below, I want you to tell your story. Share how you felt while reading. Talk about the signs you've started to notice. Discuss the dreams that are beginning to turn into reality. Because your story may be just what another mom, dad, or family needs to hear to keep going. We are a family now. And families lift each other up, support one another, and grow together. You have strength. You are cared for. You are safe. And this is just the start. Amen.